the first thing you're going to want to do is come to a seated position with your feet flat on the floor, hands resting behind you. We're going to gently rock the knees side to side. The goal here is not to get the knees to the ground, just simply bringing awareness to the hips as they move from one side to the other. You can put pillows down in front of you and on the side so that the knees drop to the pillow if you're having trouble getting the knee all the way down to the ground. Next, we're going to bring the bottoms of the feet together. In this posture, if it doesn't feel good on your hips, you can sit up on a yoga block or a couple of pillows so that the hips are slightly higher than the knees. Or if needed, prop pillows or blocks under the knees to support the knees. We're going to take the hands behind us, gently inhale and open up through the sternum, pressing the heart up to the sky. And as you exhale, tuck the belly button down into the spine, rounding out, pulling the chin to the chest. Remembering to breathe here, deep inhale into the belly, deep exhale, let it out. Good. Again, making the adjustments that you need for your body and your posture. We're going to roll through the spine here. So you might not go all the way forward, and that's okay. The idea here is to find length, getting tall from behind the ears as you fold forward towards your toes, then tucking the chin into the spine, pulling the belly button into the spine, and rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Inhaling and exhaling, trying to use your breath to follow your movement, connecting the two so that they're synced up. Taking time here to just be aware of how your spine feels, how your hips are feeling. Not trying to pass judgment on them or label them, just simply noticing the body this morning as you move. And in your own time, gently make your way over to a tabletop position. Maybe you've got pillows under the knees or you're on a mat, whatever feels good for you. Take a second to pull the belly button up into the spine, stack the hips over the knees and the shoulders over the wrists. And we're going to take a couple cat-cows here, inhaling, opening the heart, pressing it through the shoulders. Exhale deeply, pressing the belly button to the spine. Letting the belly drop to the floor with every inhale, pushing the floor away and rounding out through the shoulders on the exhale. Good. Now simply bring your left ear to your left hip and then gently rock the right ear to the right hip. Just a little side opening here. Good. I'm going to walk my left arm slightly out in front of me. Reach the right arm up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale. Weave the arm underneath. Just threading the needle here. Opening up through the heart, opening up through the shoulders and the chest. Exhale, finding that twist in the core. Keep your breath going. And gently switch other side. Taking a second to pull the shoulders away from the ears, trying not to crunch or round through the shoulders. Still deep breaths into the belly. Taking the eyes forward with the hand. Good. Now bring the big toes to touch, open the knees wide, and sit the hips back over the heels. Just a nice gentle rock side to side in this child's pose. Maybe rolling the forehead on the floor, swaying side to side. Good. And as you inhale, bringing yourself back up to tabletop, bend the knees a lot. Exhale, send the tailbone to the sky to find a gentle downward dog and immediately start to pedal through those feet. Gently walking the feet forward and find a ragdoll fold here, pressing the belly into the thighs. Make sure that they're touching and they're connected. Deep belly breaths. Release and gently roll it up slow. Inhale, bring the arms up over the head. Exhale, let it go. We're going to fall over to one side. Let the head be really heavy. Bend the knees a lot. Keep them parallel. Bring yourself center. Tuck your chin. Roll it up slow. We're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Let the head feel heavy. Keeping the knees bent, feet are parallel, roll it up slow. Again, just being mindful of your body as it moves in these different ways. Can you feel the ribs stretch and open? Can you feel the torso sway and snake? Can you feel and notice the heaviness in your body? Trying not to label any sensations that you might feel. And we're going to take that same movement this time. We're going to add a full arm. So reaching up through the side, lengthening a little bit deeper through those ribs. Drop yourself center, roll it up. Good. Keep breathing. Full circle this time. Reach one arm up. Circle it around. Opposite arm comes through and opens. Tuck the chin, roll it down slow, pick the heels up, press into the balls of the feet, and reverse roll it up. Just noticing your body in this standing position as you roll through and repeat all the way down. How does it feel different as you transfer the weight into the toes? And then roll back up through the spine. Good. And we're going to open the feet a little bit wider here, just slightly farther than hips distance. Bend the knees, plie, open it up. Inhale, exhale, lower the arms again. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open. Good. Gentle torso twist here. Soft bend in the knees. I'm not going very far or very fast. Just starting to bring a twist, working through a different plane of motion here. So as the right arm comes in, the right leg bends. Keeping the tailbone tucked in line with the spine. Good. Plie, bring it all the way down. And just kind of find your own freedom of movement here, rocking side to side in the hips, maybe making a figure 8, feeling that weight transfer in the toes. Coming back to your breath. Whatever feels good in your body. Good. Deep bend and stretch. The knees don't have to be straight. That's not the goal. Trying to find length in the spine. Just trying to wake up and say hello to the hamstrings. Plant one hand down by the face and open the other arm up to the sky. Good. Switch. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Gently toe heel the feet together. Bend the knees a lot. Again, pressing the belly into the thighs. Another ragdoll moment here. Really releasing the head. Maybe shaking the head yes and no if that feels good for you, or rocking side to side. Deep breath in the belly. Release the hands. Crouching all the way down. Coming back down to all fours here. Give the puppy a kiss if you have one. And take a second to just get comfortable up on your knees. Now, if this posture doesn't feel good for you, you can skip this. If you've got a bad back or bad knees, I do recommend that you skip this one and join us in a second. Otherwise, go ahead and take your hands to your lower back to support. Breathing in, we're just opening up the chest and opening and squeezing through the upper body. I'm not releasing my head all the way back. I'm not letting go of my core. I'm not letting go of my glutes. Good. You can stay there, or you can join me all the way back. Again, pressing the hips forward, keeping the belly engaged. Shoulders are drawn away from the ears. Come back to your breath. Good. And in your own time, we're going to find a nice low lunge position. Bring one leg forward. And I'm simply rocking back and forth. My left leg is forward. I'm drawing that left hip back to be square with the right every time. I'm not finding a full extension or a full stretch here. Just finding mobility and movement in the body. Go ahead and tuck the toes on the right and rock forward and back. Massaging the bottom of the foot. Belly button drawn in. Good. Drop that back leg. Walk the front leg forward just a little bit. Pull the belly button in. Squeeze the glutes. And then gently lower that right hip down. I've still got my engaged core here and engaged thighs. Going to reach the arms up And gently open up through that right side, so I'm leaning towards the side of whichever leg is in front for you. Good. Release, bringing that back foot in a little, and just bending the knees down and straightening them up. Plie and stretch. Puppy pets and stretch. Good. Remembering to take whatever your body needs here. Coming back to a nice little pedal, a gentle downward dog, and switching other side. And same thing, I'm just rocking forward and back, pulling that front hip to be in line with the back hip. Proud chest, shoulders pulled away from the ears. This shouldn't feel too strenuous. Again, this is a nice, gentle movement for the body. And again, picking up the back foot, driving through that heel, rocking back and forth on the feet, getting them ready for the day, whatever it holds for you. If it's walking around, if it's exercising, both. Just taking a moment to wake up the toes and the joints. And now bending that back leg again. Coming up to rise, walking that front foot slightly forward. Exhale, sinking into that hip. Pull the belly button in, shoulders down, close the ribs. Good. I'm gently grabbing on to that left wrist and slightly pulling up to where the wall meets the ceiling. I'm not hunching forward or rounding the shoulders, just adding a little deeper stretch, only if that feels good for you. And again, just a nice transition back into a downward dog, pedal through, find some twists. I'm going to plant and drive through that left leg as I pick up the right, squeezing the heel to the butt, stacking one hip on top of the other, switch other side. Maybe it feels good for you to stay here or take some circles in the hips, whatever your body needs. Good. It might feel good to roll over onto the tops of the feet, stretching out the front. And that's it.